Greetings. Welcome to EDTV News Channel, the People's Channel. In this report of a few stories for talk about, coming out of the parish of Trelawney, Westmoreland, Hanover, and Kingston, the nation capital. Stay tuned for the full reports. Blessings to all subscribers and viewers. If you're here for the first time, you can support the channel by like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. So we'll start off in the nation capital, East Kingston, ROCKFORT, rocked by double murder. So we'll get into the report. A string of violent incidents, including a double dropout, have left residents of the volatile community, ROCKFORT community in East Kingston, gripped by fear, bracing for another Christmas overshadowed by crime and violence. Me afraid till me no know what. A female resident told the news media on Monday, clutching a cup of hot beverage in the confines of her home. By the time the news media arrived at the area where the men's bodies had been found on St. John's Road, at an area referred to locally as Brooklyn, that had been washed. However, the lingering stench of the running red water still hung in the air, a stark reminder of the gruesome crime scene. Nobody not leaving their house for the holidays. It had come like 2019 and 2020 all over again. Last year, we never have no Christmas, and at the same thing again. If you want to see Christmas, you have to leave and live up out of this concrete jungle. No love, no about you, an elderly man said out loud. Reports suggest that the dropout stemmed from a dispute among farmer friends, fueled by allegation of the refusal to return an illegal firearm and align with a specific faction. While the police are yet to identify the deceased, residents named them as Roger Runtings Gray and Jermaine Bubba Wallace. According to sources, a meeting occurred on Sunday afternoon, followed by gunfire later that night. When the chaos subsided, two men were found lying in a pool of red water. The police were called and transported them to the hospital where they were pronounced you-know-what. One resident recalled a triple dropout at the same location 4 years ago, describing it as a grim reminder of a time when the community was under siege. Nobody, not there, figure up on no side. The man then were drop out as some hard-working man. I was asleep when it happened, but now it's like me can't sleep, the resident said, also expressing fears of a grim Christmas. On Monday morning, another man was fatally shot in a separate section of the community, leaving the area desolate. The identity of this victim remained unknown up to yesterday evening. Unrest follows another horrific event in the community's Pleasant Hill area, previously known as Warwick Hill, where 5 men were taken out on Heroes Day, October 2021. Now, people, we'll move on, but still in the troubled era of East Kingston. So we'll get into the report. Maintenance worker shot and taken out in East Kingston. The East Kingston police have identified a man who was shot and taken out in the division on Monday. He is Marcus Godfrey, otherwise called G-Money, a 30-year-old maintenance worker of Oliver Road in Kingston. The police say about 7:15 a.m. Godfrey was on Glasspole Avenue when explosions were heard. The police were summoned and Godfrey was found with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to the upper body head area. He was assisted to the Kingston Public Hospital where he was pronounced you-know-what. Now, people, we'll move on, this time to the parish of Hanover. Firearm found in knapsack of Hanover minor belongs to a licensed firearm holder. More information has been provided by the police regarding a pistol found in the knapsack of a minor in Ramble, Hanover on Monday. A Glock 19 pistol with a magazine containing 11 9mm cartridges was seized by the police during an operation. The initial reports are that about 9:50 a.m., a police team carried out an operation at a premises where the minor was searched. The police said the firearm and ammunition were found in the minor's bag. The identity of the minor who was taken into custody is being withheld pending further investigation. When contacted, head of the Hanover Police Division, Deputy Superintendent Andrew Nish, told the news media that he was unable to provide details about the incident, which is currently at a delicate stage as interviews and investigations are ongoing and are currently inconclusive. DSP Nish added that the investigation have so far suggested that the firearm belonged to the child's father, who is a licensed firearm holder. Now, people, this father is a careless firearm holder. Now, people, we'll move on, this time to the parish of Trelawney. So we'll get into the report. A man without head was found inside a pit. The Trelawney police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the discovery of a man without head in the parish on Monday morning. A senior police source confirmed the ghastly discovery but could not provide further details. The body was reportedly spotted in a pit by a farmer who was on his way to his farm in an Allside community. An alarm was raised, and on the arrival of the police, the man without head was removed from the hole after the scene was processed by investigators. Now, people, last but not least, we'll move to the parish of Westmoreland. Family horror. 2 cousins drop out, another among 3 hospitalized after a horrific car crash. 2 families have been ripped apart by the dropout of 2 cousins in an early morning crash in Westmoreland on Monday. Another cousin is among 3 hospitalized. 21-year-old Omari Brown dropped out on his birthday as he and his cousin Gary Javel Brown Jr., also 21, left a friend's party in Green Jail. They live a few feet away from each other in the community of Stratboogie in the parish. He doesn't give any trouble. He is always here. He lives next door, but 99% of the time he is here. He only goes and sleeps and comes back. He would normally just go to work, and you know these young people would go to their parties and things. He always goes out and come back. But I don't know why they didn't come back this time, Omario's aunt, Stacey Ann Brown, tearfully told the news media during a visit to the family's residence. I never expected this would happen to them. They don't deserve this. The family doesn't deserve this, she added. She said the young men who grew up together were very close, well-mannered, well-behaved, and hard-working, as she spoke of Amario, who worked at a hotel in the parish. His younger sister wept bitterly. The grief was just as intense for Javel's family. He worked at a supermarket and was awaiting a call to begin training for the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Javel's father, Gary Brown Sr., was too overcome with grief to speak with the news media. However, his mother, Zeta Brown, and father, Ernell Brown, relayed how they received the unwelcome news. Javel's mother had called to say someone told her the cousin had dropped out in a crash near 3 Miles River. Zeta is having a hard time accepting that her grandson dropped out. I cooked and even ate and left some. He went away and come back, she said. A part of her still hoping he will be back home. Very, very sad story, people. Condolences goes out to the families. So there you have it, people. Please leave your comments in the comment section and tell me what you think. One aim, one God, one destiny. Walk good, talk good, live good, blessings.